Well, so perhaps a problem that can't be rectified as another problem to be rectified, the weather, and the fans are heading for higher ground in the dryness under the grandstand. There's a look at Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher as he will go up against no problem the new truck for John Moore.
John Moore is still trying to get the handle on this truck. A lot of new designs. We keep talking about it. He's hooked up with a new sponsor, the HPX people. They've come up with a new idea, a new theory, but the truck is a lot softer, spongier, if you will. Keep an eye on it. It doesn't have a lot of forward to back motion, but a lot of left to right motion. Right now, he's tough. Look at that. Look at that.
Boy, is that a photo finish? John Moore, no problem. Gary Porter, the Carolina Crusher, we could have a photo finish.
Well, Gary, the officials are saying, yes, it is a dead heat, so they should come back and go again, I guess.
The rules would dictate if it is a dead heat, they run it again. Let's take a look now at the replay. John Moore and Gary Porter, a dead heat, a photo finish. They have to go back and run it again, but right now there is a discussion at the start-finish line. Let's go down and listen in.
Yes, that is correct. John does not want to run again. Thank you. Thank you, John. Okay, thank you.
Okay, John Moore, the decision has just been made. You and your wife made the decision. We talked earlier about the new truck, the new concept. You said the truck just doesn't have one more run left in it. You want to go back and regroup, but you got to be happy with it.
Oh, yeah. HPX, no problem, has come great. The truck has just been doing real great. We're having a little spring problem right now. We got our rate a little too soft, and there's no more I can do to the truck right now. And the truck is so good, I don't really want to hurt the chassis by going out. We've got a good piece of equipment, and I don't want to hurt it.
Well, speaking of hurting, Mother Nature is about to inflict some damage on all of us because heavy winds have moved into the area along with some drizzle. We understand some rain will follow, some heavy rain. And, of course, the spectators are moving on up to higher ground to take cover. As we look at Kirk Dabney, Fort Wayne, Indiana, he will go up against the same guy he took on in the first round, Barefoot. Barefoot won that one, but Nightmare was the fast loser. And so with this particular format with 10 trucks, it will be Fred Schaefer and Kurt Dabney going side by side in the first matchup in round 2.
You know, that's why pushing the truck to the limit in every round in these races is so important. That's what got Dabney here. The fact that he was a quick loser.
Barefoot takes the victory. Dabney's in trouble, almost over on his side. Look at that, back the other way and upside down. Dabney almost had it saved. He kept his foot in the throttle. I have never seen a truck go that far over to the one side without going on over.
No, he went back into the throttle. He high-sided. Immediately the safety crew goes out, pulls the emergency kill switch, and the fire crew's right on the scene. I believe he's going to be okay, but that's what you got to do. If you're going to race, you got to go as hard as you can. Now Mother Nature's kicking up her heels, so I don't think it's going to hinder things down on the track.
Well, you're down there in the rain. We can see the rain now as it is heavier, and the driver is out. He is okay. Let's take one more look. I have the advantage of being up here where it's high and dry. You're down there getting wet. We can see the replay. Now watch how far over he goes. The door handle is almost in the dirt. He stays on the throttle. Oh, you can't go any more over than that. But then like a sprint car, setting the chassis the other way, it went back over, rolled upside down, but once again, Dabney is okay and perhaps only minor damage to that monster truck. Some anxious moments for those on the crew. We had an ISO camera on the crew chief as he shows his concern, but once again, the driver is okay, and he is standing by with Army Armstrong.
Kirk, first of all, are you okay?
Yeah, Army, I'm fine.
Okay, you high-sided it back in the throttle. It looked like you're going to be able to pull it out, but it just didn't work for you.
I'm relatively new, so we're not really sure what happened. We're going to have to take a look at the replay and see what happened. We're pretty upset that we've turned the truck over, but we'll be back.
Hey, let's take a look again. Now, once again, Kirk Dabney did an excellent job of driving to keep that truck from rolling all over to the left. But then when he corrected, he almost over-corrected and flipped back over to the right side.
Well, you got to remember, you got something digging on all four corners, so anything touching the ground is going to pull you one way or the other. Okay, on the throttle right now, look at the blue smoke. He is really up on the RPMs. It comes around, and now it does what they call the old high side. It just kind of slow rolled once he got going. There wasn't a lot of impact.
Well, Army, the race has been called because of the rain. That will do it for the monster truck. However, when we come back, we'll have some taped highlights of mud racing coming up next from Sedalia, Missouri. Welcome back to the Missouri State Fairgrounds. Timing lights at the finish line must mean it's time for mud racing.
And the class we're going to be seeing today is Class 6, the Opens, the Unlimiteds. They run the paddle tires, and we're going to be seeing them go side by side. But what they're racing against is not each other, but the clock.
And here is Doug Marsh from Russellville, Missouri in the hard times, and he goes up against a real veteran, the attitude adjuster. This is Shane Back out of the bluegrass state of Kentucky.
You know, both of these vehicles are going to be generating around 1,800 horsepower. You figure that, about 4 foot deep of mud on a 250-foot track. That's what this fast-growing sport is all about, Gary.
And the object is the better 3 seconds. Can they do it? Marsh, the first to the lights, and he is smoking. He may have done some engine damage.
He hurt a motor bad, real bad.
The time, he did it under 3 seconds at 2.93. 2.93, Shane at 3.42. So some engine damage to Doug Marsh, but he is the guy right now to beat.
He hurt the engine looked good all the way through, but right at the end, they let go, Gary.
Let's go down trackside where Doug Marsh is with Army Armstrong.
Everybody's laying on the equipment today. Where did the smoke come from?
It's a brand new motor, and I sucked the intake gasket, and it burnt number 8 cylinder up. It just burned it up. It's gone. I'll go home and rebuild the motor again.